Hey everyone, what's going on? My name's Van, and welcome to the channel. Today on the channel, we're taking a look at this watch. This is probably the closest thing you can get to a Rolex Submariner for under $100 that isn't counterfeit. This is the Pagani design Rolex Submariner homage watch. This watch comes in 5 or 6 different colors, I believe, and is available for only $75 on AliExpress. Every once in a while they'll put it on sale and you can get it for around $60 to $70. I knew this watch was going to be really good quality, but when it came in I was just astounded by the quality and the craftsmanship of this watch. So today I'm giving you guys an unboxing and a review of the Pagani design Rolex Submariner homage watch. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Okay, so here's the packaging for the watch. The watch comes from China, so the shipping speed isn't very fast. It takes about 3 weeks to get here. Not impressed with the shipping time, but for the quality of this watch, I think it's worth it. The watch comes in a nice little Pagani design box. However, it came a little damaged right here. I'm not too worried about that though, because as long as the watch is fine, I'm okay with it. Okay, so right off the bat, we have the Pagani design branded microfiber cloth, which we can use to clean dust off of it later. It comes with the watch itself, of course. It comes with a nice tag if you're planning on reselling it. And it comes with the instruction manual, which we will not use because we know how a watch works. Okay, so starting with the face, it has this little sticker on it that says sapphire. Now this is a sapphire crystal, however I don't have a stone tester with me, but other people on YouTube have tested it and they confirm that it is real sapphire on the crystal. We have a nice date at the 3 o'clock position with a cyclops. We have a automatic mechanical movement, meaning that the second hand goes smooth, just like a Rolex. I can't get over how beautiful the color green on this watch is, because a lot of times on cheap diver watches, it's just a really cheap color green and it looks really bad, but this one, they've really nailed the color on this watch. We have a 90-click rotatable bezel. The top of the lugs is a brushed metal, and the side of the case is a polished metal. We have a screw-in crown at the 3 o'clock position. Now this watch does have a hacking movement. What a hacking movement means, you can pull out the crown all the way. The second hand will actually stop so that you can set the time perfectly. And onto the clasp. The clasp looks identical to a Rolex clasp, except they have the Pagani design branding instead of Rolex. In fact, even the part that folds over actually looks exactly like a Rolex clasp. All of the links on this watch have a brushed metal texture. Usually the outer links are brushed and the center links are polished, but all of the links on this watch are actually brushed, which I love. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but the watch is 100 meters waterproof and it has a Seiko NH35 movement. Now this watch is just a little bit chunky on my 6.5-inch wrist, so let's get down to the dimensions of this watch. We have a case diameter of 43 millimeters, even though the real Rolex Submariner has a case diameter of 40 millimeters. The case size of this one is actually closer to the Submariner's older brother, the Sea Dweller. We have a case thickness of 13 millimeters and a lug width of 20 millimeters. In my opinion, I think 20mm lug width is probably the most ideal lug width you want because you can fit almost any band on a 20mm. Now, a Seiko NH35 movement is probably one of my favorite watch movements. Seiko NH35 movement is just super smooth. It has 6 ticks per second. And it keeps time really well. Now the loom on this watch is just stunning. I love it because a lot of times on Chinese watches they just put the cheap green loom in the middle, but they actually put the blue loom just like Rolex does. Now this watch has a 41-hour power reserve, meaning if you let the watch just sit out not being on your wrist, it will last 41 hours before it stops. Which is actually really close to the Rolex Submariner's power reserve of 48 hours. It's only a 7-hour difference. So here's a little recap of everything you're getting for $75. You're getting the user manual, a nice box, the beautiful, beautiful watch, the microfiber cloth, and the tag. One more thing I forgot to mention about this watch is that on the links, they don't have push-out links, they actually have screw-out links, which makes it a lot easier for taking out and putting in your links to readjust the size of your watch. For $75, that's insane for the value you're getting for this watch. Of course, the links will be in the description where you can go and purchase this watch. When you see the pictures on AliExpress, they look okay, but when you get the watch in person, it's amazing. In person, you can really see the quality and craftsmanship they put into this watch. And now this is a side-by-side shot of the Pagani design and the Rolex Submariner. As you can tell, there's almost no differences except for the branding. And I really think Pagani Design did a great job on this watch. That's going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, please be sure to subscribe. It'll help support this small growing channel. Leave this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below about the watch and I'll always reply. And that's it for this time. I'll see you all later.